As we're working with the feds, and Larry Keefe's working with them as kind of our liaison, we're like, okay, what do you need, this, that, and the other thing. And everything we were doing was great, but we were able to apprehend illegal aliens faster than the federal government could detain, process, and deport them. And part of that is they just didn't have enough space. Now, we had some of our local facilities. You'd have sheriffs could put some people for somewhere, but that really isn't going to be enough. And so we sprung into action to help with that detention, processing, and deportation part of this, which is at the tail end of when somebody would initially be identified and be apprehended. And so we were able to, federal government asked us to be a part of this. We're doing it. We created the facility, Alligator Alcatraz. Folks are contracted to do that on behalf of the state of Florida, but everything we do is going to be reimbursed by the Department of Homeland Security and the federal government. But we were able to stand that up in like a week. And you now have a situation where you have thousands of folks that can be there for processing and ultimately for removal. And there's this massive airstrip. I don't know, it was built many decades ago, but massive airstrip. They've built, all this stuff. It's all temporary, but they've built it. So you literally could have people, you drive them 2,000 feet, they get on a plane, and then they're gone. So thus far, we've had over 600 that have been deported from Alligator Alcatraz by ICE, and that cadence is starting to rapidly increase. And that's what I've told people. It's like, our interest is to facilitate the removal of illegal aliens. It's not to just, what New York was doing, they were just putting them up in these luxury hotels at your expense. Like, I have no desire to do that. Our detention and processing is all leading into the removal. And so that cadence is important. The more that's there, the more we'll be able to send, or DHS can send. And I've said we're even willing to expand that footprint if we need it, to Camp Blanding in Northeast Florida, and maybe even some others. But that's ramping up. I think it's doing good, but we want to see even more into the future. So the need, as I said, was simply because FHP is out there and they're able to interact and they're able to apprehend very quickly and very efficiently. You think about the roadways that are out there. We want safe roadways. We want safe streets. The reality is some of these people that are coming here illegally, they are not trained to drive the way we would do to get a license. They're not licensed drivers in the state of Florida, and you do see a lot of really tragic situations. And we have a state rep in the Florida House of Representatives, Cayenne Michael, in Northeast Florida. Her son was killed by an illegal alien driver. And it's just thinking to yourself, it's like, why? This person shouldn't have even been on the streets. It had no right to be driving a car here, and yet they're out there, and now all of a sudden she lost her son. So the number of angel moms that I've met over the years whose son or daughter was killed by an illegal alien driver, it's pretty significant. And it's so unnecessary and so avoidable. So FHP, I guarantee you, with the apprehensions they've already done, I guarantee you they've saved many lives.